guys, welcome to my YouTube channel for another interesting video. In this video, we are going through what constitutes a troublesome parent or troublesome parents in general. Most of our parents have insularity mindset and linear mindset. If you criticize them, you have insulted them. If you oppose their ideas, you have disrespected them, which is very challenging, especially for this upcoming generation. In this video, I am sharing with you what makes parents troublesome or parents become difficult to deal with. Whenever your dad or your mom or your caregiver is somebody who knows everything, like you are in the house where people they know everything in that house, you have nothing to add and you have nothing to subscribe. Is it in politics? They know everything. Is it in religion? They know everything. Is it in business? They know everything. Is it even in education? They know everything. You have nothing to add. The only thing that you have to do is to listen and live the way they want you to live because they don't tolerate critics. If you criticize, it is a form of insult. If you oppose their ideas or discard their plan, you have disrespected them. If your parents are know all, like they know everything, there is nothing that you can add because you have nothing as experience. You have nothing to add. You just have to follow the rules and regulation. This type of parents that will give you trouble in future. They will make your life difficult. Maybe your life is already difficult at this point, but in future you will be in hot soup. I'm telling you, troublesome parents, they know everything. There is nothing you can ask, there is nothing you can say. You have to obey the rules and keep quiet. And also, if your parents are this type like they like arguing, they like shouting, they have the energy to argue in the house with you, especially when you want to oppose their ideas or whenever you people are discussing about a certain topic and you take a certain position. It can be education, it can be politics, it can be medicine, it can be in business field, but you don't agree with them on certain things. Instead of them to keep quiet and listen to your point of view, they start shouting, they start screaming in the house, making a lot of noise. If your parents have the energy to shout, to argue in their age or at their age, I'm not an English teacher, take the message the way it is. Like if they have the ability to shout at you, make a lot of noise in their house, even if they are old or young, they don't want to listen to you, especially when it comes to education. You want to tell them, like, you want to do this or do that. They are imposing you to do this, and they don't even care about what you think and about what you feel. You will be in trouble in future, or you are already in trouble. Because there are some parents, they are in their 60s, but they are still have the power and the energy to argue with their children. If you have those type of parents who are not like they don't observe and make decisions and they are being controlled by their emotions, you are in trouble and your parents are troublesome type of parents. Life will be very hard for you, or it is already hard for you. And if you have this type of parents again, authoritative parents, those who think that they have the financial power and the authority as the parents to punish you whenever you don't obey their rules or regulation. The only way to punish you is to stop providing for you. The only way to punish you is to stop taking care of you or use their power or their authority as the parents to intimidate you, threaten you. If you do this, I will not pay your school fees. If you do this, you will leave my house. If you do this, I will do this to you. If you have those type of parents and they're already telling you, the day you try this thing, I'll kick you out of this house. The day you do that, you are no longer my daughter or my son. You'll be in trouble in future because what they are telling you, when the right time will come, they will apply their methods. They will take their decision without caring about what pushed you to engage yourself. You went there. They will just say, leave my house. It is high time. I've been there for you. Go and struggle on your own. At a certain point, it is good because you, as a man or a woman, you go out and struggle. And at the end of the day, you learn many things, gain more experience, and make it in life. Because being enclosed in the parental house, at the end of the day, it does not help most of the people. And if you have this type of parents, like they have money, especially they use the financial power as a weapon to neutralize you, not for you to make your own decision on your own, not for you to oppose their ideas, not for you to say what you people are telling me to do. It is going against my will and it will not help me in future. And if they make a radical decision, thinking that they have money, they will not support you again, those are troublesome parents. And in future, things will be very difficult for you. You have to be prepared mentally, especially mentally, because they'll just wake up and say, "We are done today. You have to go and start your life somewhere." You try to explain yourself. They say, "Leave this place. You have already broken our rules and regulation and policy of this house. We don't want to see you around." And you have to be prepared mentally. And this set of parents also are troublesome parents. They over control you. They want to know everything that you do in your life. At a certain point, it's not bad. A parent has to know, like, who is my daughter dealing with? A father has to know, like, who is my son dealing with? The friends, the activities that he does or she does every day. Like most of the people who surround you, your father has to be aware of it, or your mother has to be aware of your friendship, like your circles of friends. But if it becomes to a point where even if you answer a phone call, they will ask you, "You are talking with who?" You go out for 10 minutes, they will ask you, "Who are you talking with? Where were you?" They start asking you this question. Like they control everything. If they give you money, they will control how did you spend the money. Come and give us the receipt. Like they are checking everything. They want to know your step A, your step B, your step C. Like there is no freedom in the house. Like the house is like a military training ground where you have to respect all the rules and regulations because you are under the supervision of your parents or your mom. You are in trouble. Maybe you think the real time you are in trouble, like they are controlling everything about your life. They want to know everything that you are doing. If you do something without telling them, if you buy a pair of shoes and they are not aware, even if you are already mature, you are in trouble. That is why you see most of the guys, they grow in that certain type of house. When time comes, maybe they like a certain girl from a different tribe, the father will oppose, like, "No foreigner in this house. No one is coming in this house. For you to get married, we have to validate your husband or we have to validate your wife." That is the type of house where this thing starts from. It is where the father is over controlling and the mother is over controlling. And those are troublesome parents because they will make your life difficult. They will make your life hell. Even when you have your own children, they will try to come in and control you and control your children. That is where you know your parents, they control the suitcase where they put you inside. They want to put your wife there and put your children there so that they can control you guys, which is terrifying and very sad and very hard for most of the people to wake up and realize, like, these things that their parents are doing right now, if they don't object to it in future, it will be very, very embarrassing and frustrating. Those are the signs of parents who are troublesome. Like them, they will make your life difficult. They know everything. They don't want to listen from you because you have nothing to say. You don't know anything at all. Like they want to control your step. Everything that you do, they have to be aware, and like they place all the camera in your life to see with who you are dealing with. That is very, very tough parents. And also, like, they use the finance as a weapon to neutralize you whenever you object to their plans or you object to your ideas we might not help you in future. Those are parents that will make your life difficult. And lastly, parents that look for problems everywhere. Like they have the energy to argue, they have the energy to spend the days talking, reciting what you said maybe after 2 years, 2 weeks, one day. "How can you talk to me like this? Am I your friend? I'm your father, this, that." Like at a certain point, a father, a mother, you guys, I think when the child has reached maturity, especially 25 above, it is now collaboration. If you come in front of him like, "I'm your father, you have to do this and that," and maybe if that guy is already working, the conflict will start because he or she does not depend on you financially. And whenever you have finance, stupidity stops in the house. Whenever you are financially dependent, stupidity stops in the house. And your parents have to collaborate with you. And if you find yourself in these things that I've been sharing with you, the troublesome parents, if you are there, please look for a solution, because if you allow the problem to grow in future, it will be very challenging and hard for you to get rid of those parents so that you can live your life. Getting rid is not eliminating them. Getting rid is to reduce their influence on your life and your family life, and live also the way you want to live, because the education that your parents give you is not the same education that you give to your own children. Completely different. There are some things that you criticize from your father and you will do different with your children, and there are some things that your children will criticize from you and they will do it different with your grandchildren. I hope you like this video and you subscribe to my YouTube channel for the more coming videos.